So last week on our mission, you guys were kind of killing some time waiting for the festival. You went to Lady Wachter's mansion, where Caleb and Teo were distracting her while the rest of you, went down into the basement to search around.
No, it was Caleb and Arena.
Caleb and Arena, that's correct. Caleb and Arena were distracting her while the rest of you went to the basement, immediately triggering a trap of skeletons.
Nice.
After taking care of the skeletons.
They were
Classic Arden.
Oh no, that was a roll-in trip. Roll-in trip.
Yeah,
Oh,
just
good.
rolling in Braille.
Thank you.
I didn't
Appreciate
die.
Yeah.
No, it's super easy.
Barely
After
didn't
taking
beat.
out the skeletons, you found just like a hidden door in the wall, where you opened up and you found some cultists, to which you took care of 3 of the 4. Brittany was charmed and told you
that we took great care of her.
Yeah, that there were some things that they were looking to plan for the Festival of the Blazing Sun, but she didn't really know any details because everything's sort of set up in like different cells. After getting all the information you could from Brittany, you showed her how pretty the back alleys could be, and she decided to stay there forever.
Oh, I showed her already.
I showed her how pretty the. By the way, I've now realized that if I ever get any level of fame to have any kind of fans or followers, I'm gonna call them cultists.
I love that. I love that.
I mean, why wouldn't you? The opportunity is right there.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get in there.
Yeah, the official definitions of cult are actually quite generous. Almost anything you call it.
Yeah, perfect. See,
I mean, it's just a couple of them. It's a cult of personality.
it's a cult of personality.
It's like
That's
it's
your
like if
band name.
multiples of you. That's your like collective noun. Your cults of personality.
Cults of personality.
I was gonna say that's your
True.
band name.
Nice cult of personality.
All right, so it's kind of evening time. I guess you guys are just gonna wait till tomorrow for the Festival of the Blazing Sun.
Yeah, I
we
had,
were heading for a cultist house.
I had heard we
Oh.
were due for a long rest.
I did forget about the cultist house. That's right.
If I don't get to blaze it tomorrow, I'm gonna be pissed.
So all we know is that the cultists had like prepped weapons. They had them like stashed away.
Yeah.
So
They kind of like think of their instructions are about as detailed as like a flash mob. Just kind of like show up here at 8.
hey, choreography is really intense, man.
It's like bring your short swords.
Disrespectful. Damn.
The whisper. The choreography is really intense, man.
Yeah,
Show up
Caleb,
at
I'm
8,
turning
bring
your
your shorts.
volume all the way up, so please do not change your volume without warning.
I know. Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna turn him up so I can get.
This is max sensitivity for me.
Perfect.
I'll
I'm gonna
just-
wait for him to
Say here.
scream one randomly.
I already have his volume all the way
Not
up.
even
That's the
scream, just
problem.
like speak at a normal level and just like.
I'll wait for the appropriate dramatic time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't do it
acceptable.
anytime. Only when it's funny. As I've learned from Roger Rabbit.
Yeah. Can't escape unless it's funny.
Yeah. All right.
Alright, so my
yeah,
thought is, what are we gonna do when the crowd turns into a mob?
Run.
We could burn down the house with the weapons.
Dude,
yeah,
I
we
have.
could like try and search and find the stashes of weapons, and so that they
Well,
don't have them when time comes.
you just know where like Brittany met for her small group.
We already killed
We
those
still wanted to go
cultists, so
check
it's
it
not
out
really
to see if we can learn
necessary.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Roland has a good idea before we go back to the tavern for the night. We
You
should
good, Colton? What's
go
up with
check out that.
I turned up the volume, and now it's like he's being intimate with me. Is it-
You're welcome.
Oh, it's really in my ears.
Now just pretend like he's massaging your shoulders.
Your
Behind
soul.
We just get you to people a lot, actually.
You know,
You're getting a lot of tension here.
Colton, I was fine until you said that.
Like I feel like we're laying in bed at night and talking to each other like an inch away from each other's bed.
I think you're more than fine.
I'd be married if we kissed.
All right.
So
This is gonna be a treat.
crowd control spell.
This is going to be a real treat for Sam when she listens to this.
What if we like, I don't know, kissed or something?
Would that be crazy? That'd be so crazy, right?
It'd be so crazy. All right.
Hey.
I can only hold like 2 people at a time with a whole person. So I don't know what.
You can hold everybody with your voice right now.
So you guys make it to the house that Brittany sort of described, where they sort of met up. You go in. The door's not locked at this point. House was pretty much like a single room shack almost. They didn't really live there. They just kind of met there. You see an extra cloak or two, a couple of short swords, but nothing.
Okay, before we enter this one room shack, I am going to cast find traps, to see if there's anything that we need to be worried about.
Okay. So what is it? The find traps.
And I'll prep summon arson.
So you do not see any traps. It's just a shack.
Okay, cool. We're clear, guys.
I go
Roll
in.
and
Can I
copy it.
search for any like hidden like doors or anything?
Yeah.
Or like baseboards?
Sure. Just give perception. What are you looking at? Looking for specifically?
I'm running my hands on the ground and the wall, and it doesn't fucking matter because I rolled a 1.
It feels like some shitty wood.
I wanna
get a
walk
splinter.
in. I wanna walk in and
Ow.
I wanna ready the dodge action.
Fuck!
Can I get some guidance, please?
Yes, you have guidance.
I just start cleaning shit.
I am going to do a perception check, and I'm going to check the floors and walls.
This
Dirty shack.
I'm too busy in the corner fucking with the splinter in my finger now.
So what are you trying to perceive?
Any hidden rooms? Like, I'm checking the floors and walls.
No, you don't find any sort of hidden stuff. It appears like there's nothing more than what it appears. It just seems to be like a small, easy meeting
Shitty room.
place for a couple of cultists, for like a cultist
Okay.
cell. So it was just kind of where they could be out of sight, out of range, out of whatever. I think it was like there and the basement of the Locked Mansion are kind
We
of
can
where they meet
confiscate
up.
these swords, and that way the 5 cultists that we killed won't be armed tomorrow. So, pat ourselves on the back for that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here.
Do we want to be like VIP? Like, should we try and protect the Burgomeister, or would we want to maybe like keep him safe during the riot, or maybe make sure he isn't safe during the riot? What are we thinking?
So you guys going back to the tavern and talk about that there, or
Into our single room.
I'd like to
Ow.
roll for perception to see if if there's anybody like that could be listening in on our conversation here, or if this is a good place to talk.
Well,
Since
let's be
this
quieter.
seems pretty.
okay?
Oh, I think one of us is
Hideout. It's
one of
so
us is
secure.
fine. One of us is fine.
Nat 20.
It seems like it'd be a pretty safe place to discuss. You'd be kind of out of earshot. You don't see anyone like spying on you or looking like they're trying to listen in. So it seems like you'd be pretty safe.
Yeah, this seems like a good place. It's definitely a better place than the tavern, where the walls have ears.
Yeah, well, so a bunch of shit's gonna go down tomorrow, and we should at least decide which way we want that shit to spray.
I can't understand a damn word he's saying. Like, I can't
Talking about spraying some shit.
I hate every word that just happened in that order. Oh god.
The question is, do we choose the devil we know or the devil we don't know?
I think the devil we know is the best.
All right, well, I guess we're spraying that devil.
So, if the devil, like when I say the devil we know, I'm referring to Strahd and the Wachter family. How much more influence or power do you think Strahd would have if we put the Wachters in control of the town? Like, would he get any more powerful?
There would be fucking festivals to keep him out on a weekly basis.
We don't know
I don't know
that.
if they work, but clearly public opinion is anti-Strahd under this regime.
Yeah, unless you want to fight the entire town.
Do we know that the town is anti-Strahd? All that we know from the town guard is that if you say anything against the festival, you disappear. Do people actually feel that way, or are they just being intimidated? Remember? Do you remember when?
You don't have rules to keep people from sharing compliments.
I'm sorry, say it again.
You don't have rules like that to suppress positive sentiment.
Sure.
Like if people are
The
disappearing,
rules are to keep people in line.
There are lots of people saying bad shit, and they're trying to be silenced.
So then they are pro-Strahd.
Yeah. So
then we should go with Team Wachter. If we had to choose between the two,
Whatever y'all want. I can't understand a damn word he's saying.
Yeah.
Turn his mic up.
Yeah, you can turn
It's at 200%. I can't turn it up.
You can't turn his individual mic up on Discord?
Yeah, you can.
It is at 200%.
What I think Caleb is saying is that as I said with the Burgermeister keeping the people in line by if they say anything anti-festival and they disappear, he says you don't need to put those rules in place if people have a public opinion. Therefore, they have
if people have a positive opinion.
There you go, positive opinion.
Or that must mean I can actually increase my sensitivity a little bit more if that's what you need. So yeah, it sounds like we got a good amount of public sentiment that is anti-festivity, which could be anti-Burgermeister or it could be anti-festival itself. But likewise, talking shit about Strahd doesn't go well for people, does it?
Typically not.
Yeah.
No.
I'm almost thinking.
All I know
is
is you can't flip off
and let him
Strahd.
know of the plan we've found. Because if he increases security, we know he won't fight us, and that may give us more just extra blades on the street, so we don't get completely destroyed.
If we're
fighting for which side? If we're fighting for Burgermeister.
Besides, I don't think Miss Wachter is exactly going to be friendly to us right now.
No, hang on. If the riot is anti-Burgermeister, and we are currently the Burgermeister's deputies, who are currently in his graces,
we still need to check his house out, though.
If we were tell him hey, shit might go down. We want to be your guards, so we could become the Burgermeister's elite guards, and then when shit starts to go down, if it's all hang Mike Pence, we can then just present Mike Pence to them, and everyone else will get ignored. Their mob will have their target, and the riot won't be, have lots of collateral damage.
That's true. And we have an advantage in deception at that point, just because the Burgermeister already wants what we're doing to be on the DL. So he's the only person we're going to deceive by turning code. No one will even know that we were supposedly on his side in the first place. So they'll have reason to believe us if we turn on him. It's not like, oh, hey, we're his guards and we're trying to save ourselves. It's no, we got him.
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Us as his guards would be better for the DL side of things because, if he shows up, in his fucking bulletproof limousine, everyone's like, whoa, why is he so nervous?
Oh, dude, he's going to JFK this thing for sure. He's going topless.
Exactly, but if we're the guards, then no one else will know that we're guards, and they're not gonna think that, that's gonna be a really big fight. They're not gonna think that the Burgermeister's onto them.
Hey, I do have a vial of Alchemist's Fire. Could we, use that to set him on fire and make it look like spontaneous combustion? We could make it look. Whoa! Hold on. We
No,
could
no, no, no,
make
no,
it
no, no.
look.
I got a
We could
better
make.
idea.
Wait. Hold on. You haven't even heard my idea.
No. Save your alchemist fire. I have a vial of poison that it
No,
doesn't.
yeah, but
feel
no.
or look
But
like
no. But you haven't heard my
You
idea.
get stabbed. You're like, here, man, drink this. You'll feel better.
But listen. It's not just about killing him. At this point, we could do more than that. We could make it look like these festivals are actively frowned upon by a greater force if we make it look like he just catches on fire.
You would have to
Bluff an entire town.
be stealthy enough.
It says it's exposed to the air. I just looked it up. The alchemist fire ignites when exposed to the air. So if we can get him to literally just open it and even pour a tiny bit out near himself close enough, he's on fire.
Or hear me out. I'm highly stealthy, and I can make a 15-foot image that make it so where people can't see me.
Okay. Oh, so just go up by him and pour the vial out on him, and then he'll immediately be on fire, and then just take a bunch of damage.
I'm glad we're sitting in the shack.
Break it at his
planning
feet.
murder. Planning murder.
Yeah. Because then once he catches
was
on,
my profession for a long time.
because then once he catches on fire, we can go, look, a greater power has decided that these festivals are bad, and then shoot him, and then they're like, oh, we saved the town.
Here's the thing I don't like about this. That could put Wachter in power, and we know she's probably behind whatever these cells are doing because she was running one in her basement.
Well, then we just kill
We're
her
not on her
secretly.
good side, so if she runs the town, we're screwed with her.
So then we convince. Okay, so then we kill the main guy, and then we.
I say we try and figure out a way to get rid of both Wachter and
Can
the
we turn?
Burgermeister.
Can we turn the Wachter? Can we turn her sons against her somehow? They seem like idiots.
Set on taking the power herself.
Well, they might. They seem like
being a power behind the throne as well, meaning one of us could be taking the seat.
That's
the only way we
true.
can get control of Wachter is to get someone to stash her husband's body.
That's true. We could hold her husband's body as ransom, but again,
we don't have the
it sounds.
time for
It sounds
any
like
of that.
her. But it sounds like her sons don't care about her very much. They care about the money. So could we just bribe them to turn on their mom and say that she is
Probably don't have enough.
maybe?
We don't have much money.
Can we make illusory money?
A lot while we're here. I don't know about you, but I ain't that rich anymore. I mean, compared to these guys, yes. But
Can we make illusory money? Could we offer them? Could we find them
later?
The second they go to touch the money I built
tomorrow against the Burgermeister, we could control that riot.
I still say we tell the Burgermeister, let him increase the guards. The increase in the guards and everything will make the people want to rise up more. You increase a grip, rebellion wants to strike.
But then their guards are going to see us not to stop the cultists, and then we have more guards on our hands.
No, we still stop the cultists. We stop the cultists, possibly kill Wachter if she shows her hand, and then when the Burgermeister goes to reward us, we may die too.
Alright, how do you plan on stopping the cult?
More guards.
Just
more people fighting the cult.
And then, we fend off.
Look,
we help
we
protect,
turn on
genuinely become the guards of the Burgermeister.
Well, the Burgermeister accidentally gets hurt. And then the Burgermeister drinks a potion of healing that just might happen to be not a potion of healing.
Okay,
it's alchemist's fire.
And then it goes to his son.
No, it's my vial of poison that looks and smells and tastes like a potion of healing. It is even in a potion of healing bottle.
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot we had that.
Got from the
Points
Vistani,
on clever
my
way to
potion
use
of
the poison. But then Burgermeister gets poisoned. He dies tragically after the riot. And we're all seen as Burgermeister's
only thing
friends.
we
But then it just
use
goes
your
to his son.
alchemist fire on Izzy.
How does that help us down the line? Because then it's just the Burgermeister's son in power. Which we don't need to take the throne. We don't need to take the Burgermeister's seat from anybody. We don't want to. But just don't see what your long-term plan
Did the
is.
Burgermeister have a son?
Yes.
Do we know this?
You know,
Have we heard anything about him?
Lady Walker thinks he's a dick.
She thinks the Burgermeister is a
Same.
dick too. So.
Well, no, like because she wanted to, from your discussion with her, if you remember, she wanted to form a political alliance with her daughter and the
Oh
Burgermeister's
yeah,
son,
that's right. He didn't
and her
like the
daughter like somehow is just
Oh yes,
insane.
yes, yes.
Is Sam gonna objectively marry off her character while she's away?
You know, after that line, those strange green lights are probably something the sun is doing. The Burgermeister's just crazy, doing what he can to protect from Strahd. It's the sun we're probably needing to actually worry about. The Burgermeister is a scared man with 2 mastiffs and a man with a demon arm.
That's,
He can be scared straight.
Do we even need to do anything?
Scared straight never works.
that's
Like-
true. We could just leave.
Yeah, I mean, do we care who's in charge of this town? The only reason we came here was to get Arena to a safe place, and we've already deemed this place not safe. We were
Oh,
going to
this
take
place
her
is
to the next town
definitely not
over.
safe.
Yeah,
So
we could
why,
also.
Why are we even thinking about murdering somebody that we don't care about and that doesn't affect us?
Yeah, why don't we set up whatever
Like murder.
alliances we need in the town and then leave?
Yeah, we already found. Guys, we
Oh, we're
already
gonna have
found
to
the
pass through
monkey.
this town at least once or twice.
A monkey
if we
was
piss too many
all
people
we
off in
needed.
power, we might not be welcome.
Tanner,
Well,
jump in on
we
me!
have
Come on,
strong
man!
Contact
I
with
don't
both
know
Doctor
what you just
and
said.
the Burgermeister.
I said we found the monkey, Tanner.
If shit goes down and we don't do
That's
anything,
true.
we're gonna make them both our
Like,
enemies.
if we're gonna go do the wine, that's on the old Swalowich Road, but we have to pass through town again to get to Lake Zorovich, so he can go see his man with the monkey. Like,
Why can't we just go around the town? In fact, it looks faster to go around the town.
because we told the innkeeper we'd fix the wine problem, how are we gonna tell him it's fixed?
Well, we can still do that. Like,
Roland, who do you think you could just steal and possibly create a copy of like a key to the town from one of the guards?
No, mine's not corporeal. It's just illusions.
I mean, like literally we couldn't keep like. There's no way of making a physical copy. Like, go to a blacksmith or something. Hey, we have this key.
To over the
We need a
town
duplicate.
gates. at
Yes.
night.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not like a giant lock from the outside. They're
just a massive
I'm
padlock, and
assuming-
Steven's like,
I'm
I've got
assuming
the
the gates
key.
probably
no.
have a
It's
giant
like it
board
has
or
to be
something
open
behind
from the inside by the guards.
I'm assuming it's like any other barred door. It's probably a giant wooden timber or a metal bar. That is
It's
set
actual
into
like
arms.
it's gates, but they're kind of like set to where, because they can poke you through it because they have the gate guards are wielding pikes. But it's not something that there's like a locking key for. It's
We could tell the Burgermeister that we have discovered evidence of a threat outside of the town to the festivals, and just use that as like a plausible excuse to leave. And then
Did
when
he
we
threaten to hunt us down if we didn't join the like fucking celebration or something?
I don't
well, yeah,
recall
but what
saying
if we
you had
told him
hunters
there was
down.
a threat
And then
to the
we'd be like,
celebration?
wait, dude, if he's like, hey, you said you found a threat to me way over there, so you went fuck off to go deal with that, and there was a riot right under your fucking noses, and nearly killed me. That's not gonna go over so well.
Well, then we
We're
could tell
not
them where
in a
the fuck
good
was Demon Arm.
situation no matter what we do. I have a feeling if we leave town tonight and we try to come back for whatever reason, pass through town, because there are other things we do want to do in this town. Last I checked, we may not be welcome because if Walker's plan works, she's pissed at us right now for killing
helping
people in
you.
her basement.
We
Wait,
don't
who
know that
can-
yet.
Oh yeah, I
Burgermeister
wasn't even.
succeeds in
I wasn't
thwarting it.
even-
He's going to be wondering where the hell we were because we skipped town. He's going to know we know, or he's going to assume we know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I get the feeling that we probably wouldn't be able to make it outside town at this point. I wouldn't be
Probably.
surprised if we're being watched,
I think
already-
or at
it'd be,
least
I
the
already-
exits are.
I still think it'd be best to go to the Burgermeister and be like, hey, some cultists are about to pull some shit during your thing. I'd make sure all your guards are at alert and not on vacation mode at the festival.
Okay, I understand. Choosing side Burgermeister.
I'm
fine.
not choosing side Burgermeister. I'm just saying he's the only one not pissed at us who has more swords that will help, because the other side of the swords is with a lady we just pissed off.
Yeah, we have
I'll let-
Wagner with her
What, about an hour
That's
ago?
swords,
speculation,
we
but
have
yeah.
Burgermeister with his guards, swords.
I mean, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but if I was doing a plot to overthrow the town and then this group of adventurers came into my basement, you know,
I mean, we were sent over to, like, we've been, like, in the Burgermeister's employ, so Caleb is more on board with sticking with the Burgermeister. I mean, he's wasting
we don't have to be allied with
What
the
do you think,
Burgermeister,
Taya?
but I
these
think
parties
the
that I
upcoming
don't really care
battle.
for, so if we want to kill him, that's not the worst thing in my book. I'm just trying to see what...
Like, there's definitely something going freaky at the Burgermeister's house that probably would benefit us to figure it out. But in the middle of a war, I think we should eliminate one side, and only one side currently will take our side.
Hold on. I can role play as Taya. I think we should go to the Burgermeister's house and pet his dogs.
I like that plan.
Yeah, I can't argue with that plan, Taya.
Well, the
Go
way I see it, we have three
bananas!
choices.
Go
Do
bananas!
nothing. Appeal to Miss Walker or appeal to the Burgermeister. I'll just vote on it.
Yeah,
First
just
time
one
we're
or the other.
really... It's the first time we're really at a split decision, and it's really 50-50.
I mean, I don't like how wasteful the Burgermeister's being.
So here's my last thought before I'm down to go to a vote, but here's my last thought. If we are somehow going to be perceived as the Burgermeister side, if the town already dislikes Burgermeister, are we going to be at a bigger threat to not being welcome in the town by siding with the Burgermeister than by just leaving?
It's possible.
I don't think we make it out to be like when we're on stage and the Burgermeister is hailing us for slaying these vampire spawn, which he's going to want to do, saying that he hired us or whatever. We just kind of look up there like we don't want to be there.
How do we know he does that? How do we know he doesn't keep that under wraps so that people think? Because if people find out vampire spawn are in the town, then people are going to think the festivals don't work. Because how would they get in the town if they're doing the festivals?
True.
Yeah,
that
so
means he's probably
He
not
would
going to
rather
talk
keep
to us
that
at all.
under wraps.
All right. Okay.
He may not talk to us at all, and all we're doing is increasing the guards. And then when the fight breaks out, I mean, we might be able to just slip out and let it do its thing.
Stuff happens in a fight, you know.
If we work on the side of the coup with Wachter, then I can clearly see something to gain in,
What will Wachter want to work with us after what we just did?
We just have her here and her dead, and I think that would create give us a stronger influence than we would gain from the current Burgermeister by just, being a dutiful employee.
I think we've already burned the Wachter bridge.
Probably.
She doesn't know that.
The only way we're going to
killed her
get
friends.
Wachter on our side is to sneak back in again, which we're not going to be able to distract anybody. We would have to go in, weapons out, break down the master bedroom door, which we have a good idea about where it is, and take the husband hostage because she only has a limited amount of time. We don't even know how much time she has to recast that damn spell.
If we steal the corpse now, before we go to sleep, then we could use hold the husband hostage to get Lady Foxtrot to call off the riot. Maybe then we'd have a peaceful answer.
That could work too,
And
but then
Burgermeister loves us for stopping an insurrection, stopping a riot, and giving him the head of the cult group.
The Burgermeister did ask us for evidence of the Wachter's vileness. Let's see. Yeah, proof of, quote, horribleness, end quote, of the Wachters. And I mean,
What if we tell the Burgermeister what he needs to do to get control of the Wachters?
Of evidence we have. Tell
him to storm the house, go into the master bedroom, and find the corpse of the husband. We don't have to do anything then. We can just
Check
go lay down and go to bed.
the hidden room with the pentagram and the cultists, assuming that they haven't already cleaned that room somehow. But that's also proof of their horribleness as well, or something that the
I mean, even if the
Burgermeister
pentagram is
used.
gone, I mean, there will be evidence of a hidden room, even if they tried to. They can't cave it in and ruin the foundation of the house. And that house doesn't look like it has much left foundation to be ruined.
How about we go to the Burgermeister's house tonight and tell him what we found at the Wachter Mansion, and see while we're there if we get any more information out of him to help us make a final decision before we take our long rest.
I think that's fair.
I'm in agreement.
Okay.
That's where the dogs are.
You're damn right, Taya.
I agree.
Does Sam hear you when you're doing that?
I'm really hope she can, but she might be asleep.
I heard that we're all agreeing, but I didn't catch what we agreed to.
We're going to the Burgermeister's house to tell him what we found at the Wachter's mansion, and while we're
We're
there,
going to get burgers.
attempt to get a better feel of the Burgermeister.
Oh, I
but,
could go for a fucking burger right now, man.
Cool.
All right. So you
Well, we're
guys
going to Burgermeisters. So.
head over
That's-
to the
That's the
mansion.
McDonald's of Barovia.
I'll have a fat quarter pounder burger with a large side of fries, please.
I'll have the Burgermeister Jr. With a side of bread roll, and if I can get day old well water, that would be awesome.
I'm gonna put Tay off to the side just so I don't have to control her. But you guys are.
Can I get the Meister nuggets?
The Meister Nuggets.
Who the fuck goes to the Burgermeister and orders chicken nuggets? What's wrong with you?
They're the Meister Nuggets, bro. The Meister Nuggets are different. They hit different.
I mean, his name does translate to Master of
Supposedly made with
Burgers.
chicken.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I used to have a dog named Hootermeister. He was the master of Hooters.
It's from Scrubs. Keith Dudameister. His name means Master of Dudes.
Or dudes. Is that
I'm walking up and
Dudemeister?
knocking on the
Which
door,
means
like,
master of dudes.
Uh,
The Dudemeister.
the maid comes to the door. Yes, can I help you this evening?
We urgently need to speak with the Burgermeister. We have found some information he requested, and it is immediately urgent.
Say urgent one more time and she'll believe you.
Urgent, immediately. Please.
It is immediately urgent.
Look, it's an emergency. People may die.
We need you to go get him immediately.
All right. So she leads you in, and you get taken to a slightly different room than before.
New.
Be over up here.
Wait, hold on. How is it slightly different? That room is totally different.
It's
This
a
room is
different.
roomier.
It's a different room. Yes.
It's a slightly different. It's like the room looks almost identical, and you're like, "This is weird."
It's a little bigger of a room.
This room is roomier. I'm more to me.
This is definitely
There
more
wasn't room
room.
enough.
It's definitely more room.
So everyone's in.
I'm not. I was like, I'm on the staircase on the other side of the wall, like an idiot.
So as you guys get
I should be the
comfortable,
one. I should be reposed on the bearskin.
I'm gonna lean
rug, I
against
think.
this window.
I'm sitting in the far
as
green.
you just whisper.
Burgermeister comes in. And it's like, oh, you have
Let's stand next
I
to
came
Bale.
to your house late at night because there was something I
information for me.
wanted to tell you.
Oh,
Oh, do we ever?
I hear you're the master of burgers. Someone who can handle
So,
beef.
so for
Are
the
you
immediate
actually
need,
saying
we may
that?
need to increase your guards tomorrow because there is a cult that is planning on attacking your festival. We've slain 4 of its members, but we couldn't figure out where the rest are and who they are. They
When you
haven't-
lose track, when you lose
High
track of
order.
the murders.
It's 5.
No, it was 4.
it was
There was a
4.
fifth-
Look at when you lose track of the murders. What
The
is
skeletons
four?
are already dead.
You killed
But the part
3,
that will
and then
interest
later
you the
killed the
most-
4th.
Oh, I thought we killed 5. Shit.
No, there were 5 chairs, but only 4 cultists.
Yeah.
But the part, Mr. Burgermeister, that will interest you the most is where we found them. In a hidden room in the basement of the Wachter mansion.
Oh, I knew she was an various things.
What the?
Also,
what did
I
he
don't
just
think we
say?
can research this Wachter anymore.
It's like Nixon
Figured out
on
weird.
like Futurama.
I love that.
The jowls.
Hello,
I know she was into nefarious things.
The Burgermeister just
Also,
became one of
some,
my favorite characters.
Headless Spiro
Some better
Agnew.
news for you. Some slightly better news is we did figure out part of Miss Wachter's motive for what she's doing. Her husband is dead, but she's been using spells to keep him pseudo
Horny.
alive.
Those-
Horny.
And look, I don't know if he has wood, but
Oh,
pseudo
he's
alive.
stiff.
That's really wants
He's
her husband
stiff.
to
She can
run
try
back to
and
life.
find someone to
Strahd
revive
promised
that
that to
husband.
her.
He appears to be in the master bedroom, just lying in the bed next to her. So that's creepy.
I mean,
Probably hoping Strahd will do it.
It's probably illegal.
rumors, but it could be dangerous. I will redouble the guards for tomorrow. It will go off without a hitch. It'll be glorious. Ugh.
If you're planning on doing this tomorrow, you probably are going to be too late. Also, what is with the crits?
Yeah.
What?
What are you doing
Yeah,
an
I
insight
wanna
for?
know what. Just we came here to feel out the Burgermeister, get a better idea of his character and person. So.
Checking to see if he's a damn dirty liar. That's what.
He how he's saying it and what he's saying feels truthful for him. Like he doesn't feel that what you're saying is as big a threat as you probably want to kind of convey to him. Like he guesses the threat when he says it's like we're going to need to redouble the guards. He will put more guards. He will have more. He'll have more sentries available. It's like we will definitely have more people to protect this. The festival must go on, and of course you will be there to help. He's a politician.
I'm going to activate my Cloak of Billowing, and I want to look him in the eyes, and I want to say, if you take this trivially, not only your life, but the life of your household and the life of the members of your town will be put in direct jeopardy at your hands during a festival for which you've brought them together for their slaughter. To act any later than now is not only foolish, but mortal.
Give me a persuasion check. And with advantage.
Let's go.
Because you're billowing.
Patriotic flag bills
You
behind
should
him.
touch his shoulder for some
It's
guidance.
like,
Oh,
what?
let's go! Let's go!
Oh, that's a performance check, but
Oh, I hit performance!
I thought you said performance.
that's
Big
okay.
dice roll.
Didn't you say performance?
I said persuasion.
Oh,
Oh.
it's literally they're right next to each other. All right, well, persuasion I have +6, so
Yeah, so it would be a 26.
Okay.
So it's like this inspirational situation. Once when it goes into the, you kind of like hands on hips. It's like if you do this, you are putting the town at a great risk.
Yeah.
I'd like to cast thaumaturgy as he's doing this too to add to the effect. Have like any like curtains like.
Wait, no,
gently
Steven.
pillow with him.
Use your thaumaturgy to add
bubble.
like that low bass wobble that happens when you see a new JoJo villain.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is taking what you're saying very seriously. Like, oh, of course, we need this town to be safe. This festival is important to keep the town safe, and we will have plenty of guards and the people.
So you're sending guards there post haste with evidence in wait, correct? Not waiting till tomorrow.
Guards to the. Oh no, you're. Hold on, let me back up. You're asking him to send.
I'm telling him.
guard.
I'm telling
Now.
him you need to act now, because if you decide you're going to wait and be reactive instead of proactive, you're dooming yourself to fail.
Gotcha. That was not clear
Reason to
before.
believe that if we
Yeah.
could,
I think what he's
get this
saying
in
is
the bud,
maybe
we
you
think
should
we'd walk her
assign
now.
Izik and a large amount of guards to go to the Wachter house and A, confirm the basement, and B, confirm the master bedroom, and maybe seize the dead body of the husband so it can be put to rights and not be in a state of suspension.
So,
I mean,
like,
but
if
a
she's
politician such as yourself definitely wouldn't hold the body
if she's
just
done,
to blackmail somebody.
if she's doing some sort of craft or magic to the body, that's unfortunately there are no such laws against
Are there laws against
that sort of
conspiracy?
stuff.
Are there laws
Yeah,
against
Burgermeister would
conspiracy?
break
No.
the laws.
Any laws against necrophilia?
I can
Quit
send.
dodging the question. Are there laws against necrophilia?
Not specifically. Surprisingly, no.
Very Valaki of you.
Okay, he was struggling a bit too
It was
much. and that
never
would be
really a
inside
thing
check.
before. I
I
could
mean,
definitely.
you could make a
We
law
could send
right now, could
guards
you not?
to. It's like it's still a very powerful family, and I have to be very careful how I move with any
Oh,
sort of
you'll see how
allies.
powerful they are when you refuse to act now and pay for it tomorrow.
But we can. Best I can do is make sure that the house is under guard and they can't leave, so she is under house arrest. But
It's not a matter of her getting out. She already has agents in play in the field. Regular citizens have been
Yeah,
brought
you're-
in their cult.
You're acting as if you're not 5 steps behind. They have a plan enacted to act of which you know nothing about, and you're going to reactionarily cover your ass at home?
I mean, what else can I do? If this is
What we
already in
can do
play,
is storm
what would
in there.
taking
If
her
you-
accomplish?
It would disrupt the leadership of the plan without you cut off the head. It's the head of the snake analogy. Head of the snake analogy. Cut off the head of the snake and the body will wither. Like, if you're...
We will take her and we will hold her. We'll put her in, but we
Listen,
pretty much he's going to say like he'll go and arrest her tonight, but it's like he can't
hold
just
her.
like he can't kill her, but he can like hold her for a bit.
No, that's fine. You don't...
We need to start to call off the riot. We need to
Yeah.
or to get the news out to her followers.
Yeah, she...
So we don't have to necessarily arrest her. We can just take her husband and make it clear, like, hey, you're calling off that riot, or he's not gonna survive. He's already not doing too hot.
Yeah. I think we need leverage. I think we need to act
You don't even need to
immediately.
take her husband, really. From what we understand, she has about a week to recast the spell. You can just tell her, put her on some made-up charges, and say she's going to be in prison for, say,
Perhaps
2 weeks.
sneaking in
9 days.
a half dozen vampires into a coffin maker's building.
Yeah.
yes, pin that on her.
Perhaps, yeah.
Pin that on
She
her.
openly,
If you
And
have-
say she'll be in
admitted
prison
to
for a
us.
month and cannot return home.
Yeah, if you have proof of the cultists, you could easily tie that to the vampire spawn being brought into town as part of a conspiracy against the town.
Arden,
She
make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana
Arcana. I know it's an intelligence-based one, but
18.
okay, 18. So you know because Gentle Repose is a cleric spell and is actually a spell that you should know.
I have it. I don't have it. I do know it, but I don't have it.
You don't have it prepared, so you can't cast it, but you do
Correct.
know it. So one of the things you do sort of know about that spell is that the material component are 2 coins that have to go over the eyes, like 2 copper coins. If those coins are disturbed, it breaks the spell.
Oh,
Okay. I now know that,
nice.
and I don't know what to do with that information.
I do.
It's a threat.
You don't even need to
That's
disturb the
correct.
coins.
You
Hey, guys,
you
this-
know that like you don't have to wait for the time to go to finish, and it's 10 days for the spell. Like the spell will last for 10 days.
Oh, like you have to keep the
coins have to be
stay
in
on
place
the
during
entire
the
time.
entire time. So if
Oh,
the coins
okay.
are
One
of us
removed,
is
the
within
spell is
arm's-
broken.
I thought you meant
One
like
of us is
at wall
standing next
casting.
to the
Got it.
husband.
We could
may
go
as
to
well
her
put a
when
knife
she's
to
in
his throat.
prison. I could do minor illusion, make the coins appear like they were from her husband, 2 copper coins in my hand. We don't actually harm the husband. She doesn't know that. She
When
can't
we
touch.
listen, when we make the threat, and I'm also saying this to Burgermeister for sure. When whoever threatens her with this, you better tell her that when you say, I could take your husband's life at a moment's notice, and all it would cost is a single cent. And just let her know that you know how it works. You better put it to her that way. Put the nails in.
Wondering if Tag can like wild shape into something small that could sneak in through a window while your familiar could do it. The owl could do it.
Yeah, my owl might be able to do that.
Yeah, just fucking so we know what room it is. Someone can shoot an arrow to break the window. Owl flies in.
I have arrows.
Yeah.
Yeah, but could you hit the
I have
window?
arrows too.
I also have arrows, and I can hit the window.
Oh, I
All
thought it was
right.
on the front door.
Real,
See you later,
you have a
Doctor.
shadow.
Hey,
You can throw it
Doctor.
out the window.
There was no
You're
need
under
for
arrest
that.
for treason against the Burgermeister and conspiracy to commit, so I could launch a coup tomorrow. And hear that sound. That's the sound of the window breaking and an owl flying in, and your husband will be, killed more permanently if you don't comply.
Okay.
Got him.
Ugh. Well,
Got
we
him.
will. I will send the guards tonight now to collect her, and so
Also, I could just blink into the room.
he calls the servant in and is like, and you hear him like, go tell Isaac that he needs to gather the guards, and we are arresting Lady Wachter and holding her on suspicion of conspiracy to murder.
Dude, he rolled better. He rolled better on performance than I did.
Sorry, I'm channeling a little bit of Clayface from Harley
Yes,
Quinn.
thank you. I knew immediately, Mike. I knew immediately.
Murder! The overacting! He's my favorite character from that show.
He's amazing. So good.
You're a goddamn 7-foot clay monster. Lock it the fuck up.
No, he is a
He's
mayor
trying to pick up a warrant.
of a medieval
Give me a
town.
copy.
Oh, Chad.
It's too much pressure.
Ah!
All right.
I'm still working on season 3.
It is so good. Oh my god, we've been binging it. It's
But he's
amazing.
All right.
Alright,
Hold on. This is after talk.
So he sends his maid back, and it's like, it will be done. Isaac will take a number of guards needed to arrest her and her family. Those 2 sons and
Yeah,
the
we're going.
daughter.
How many
Fucking
how many
hell, please.
guards is the number of guards needed? That's a very vague term for Isaac.
Isaac has a literal demon arm. I feel like he is at least 20 guards.
So it's just
It's
him
as
and
many
one
guards
other
as I
guard.
want to create on that map, which is 0, but
Don't be mad because we're doing stuff.
the amount of guards that I could make visible right now on this map, if it was here, is 20. But
Oh, well, there we go. That's how many need to go.
Wait a minute. That tells us something about this map.
these
Yeah,
are guys that have
a lot
been
of guards.
like ready to go for like 5 weeks.
Oh shit. Doors open and you see just like a small militant like army just run out.
Ta-da!
Yes!
So
Damn, this is turning out so good.
they
Guys, this plan was good.
they
Mike, I'm gonna send my owl to just watch what happens, so you don't have to create it, and
okay.
he'll report back.
Yeah. So he
Edward.
Isaac goes with
He'll let me know how this works out.
pretty much
Owls.
about like a good contingent of the city guard just as a somewhat show of force. Most of them are there to kind of just surround the grounds, and Isaac sort of goes in with about 4. And you said you're Al to kind of like see what's kind of going on, and they go in, and Lady Walker is not pleased, to say the least, when you see her kind of like come out. They don't chain her, but they do escort her, and her 2 sons happen to be home, and they kind of like bring them along. You see later, 2 of the guards are sort of leading out her daughter as well. She definitely like doesn't, kind of like she doesn't understand what's going on completely, but she's like complying. But every once in a while, you see her like cleaning her hands like a cat would.
Sweet.
But
Yeah, I've always been a cat girl.
she kind of just follows along. So it looks like the 3 of them are led, and they're taken to kind of what would be like a jail or a holding cell, or not as bad as like a dungeon, because this is a very older, powerful family, so you can't just like throw them in the dungeons for nothing. But it's kind of like they co-opt somebody else's house to put him in like the house, and put him in like a house arrest sort of situation, and post a number of guards out front. And it's definitely sort of like it's sort of like the kind of locked in office areas, but not like a dungeon.
Cool. So I want to go to like, so she's in her fancy prison cell, whatever.
Yeah.
Be like, my lady, how do we
And
call?
Burgermeister, may we go interrogate this woman to see if we can figure out where the attacks are coming from?
You can.
Yeah, so I want to ask her. All right, I'm assuming I'm.
Oh,
already
I'm sure she
prepared
really
for
wants to talk to you after last time.
He does allow. He's like, yes, of course you could. Be careful. She still has allies in this town, and we have to proceed somewhat cautiously. But it's like we probably dealt a blow to her. So you get led to kind of where she's being sort of held with her 2
I'm
sons.
gonna walk nonchalantly since my Al already told me. Like, yeah, you can lead us. Go ahead. Like I don't already know where we're going.
So you guys, it's a couple-minute walk. It's not that far, and you kind of take in the building. It's like, it's nice, but it's not like. It's definitely sort of almost like an available house, and they boarded up the windows, and they've posted guards at the doors, and they've kind of like blocked the doors off, and like it set it up like chained it so she can't like, so none of them can leave. They unlocked sort of the chains on the door and let you in. It's like, and you're kind of given a warning like, no violence. We need to keep holding them, but we shouldn't do anything to hurt them.
Great. I only want to ask her one question.
And before we enter,
Where's the
would
beef?
everyone like me to cast Zone of Truth? Knowing that
I'm down.
if we are in the radius of Zone of Truth, we also cannot lie. And it is a charisma saving throw, so I'll know if they fail the throw, and could say whether or not they're not whether or not it's a lie or not, but while it's
I am in favor of this if we make it a smaller party inside.
How big is your zone of truth?
it's 15 foot radius out of a sphere centered on a point of my choice. So it's, I
put
could.
it in the chat, like you would cast it, but don't actually. Yeah. Let's see. So it's 15-foot radius. It would
I
cover
always tell the
most
truth
of the
regardless.
room.
I could put the center of the circle outside the room, or like at the corner of the room.
All right. You're saying that you want me to lie to her while knowing if she's telling the truth.
Okay.
No,
so
we won't be able to lie either, which is fine.
anyone in
Now,
there,
well, you cannot lie. You can.
you know that you're under its effect.
You know it's under your effect, and such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth. So think of it like talking to
You
the
can
Fae.
omit something, but we just can't flat out
You
say
can't
something didn't
say
happen.
something false, but you know that you can't lie, so you can be.
That's
You can
fine.
skirt the question.
I
You can kind of.
wait, no,
It's
no,
like
no.
almost
That's
like
not
pleading
fine.
the fifth. You can't lie,
Is there,
but you
there
can't.
can you position it so there's one spot in the room that is free?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I mean,
could do that.
I'm assuming the room is about the size of the room that we were in at the Burgermeister's. This 4x5.
Yeah, probably.
Say if I were to lie and you know I'm lying because you know I want to lie.
If
would you be
you fail the
obligated
throw,
to-
you cannot lie.
Well, no, I would be out of the radius, but would someone in the radius that would know I'm
No.
lying?
They
No,
only know
they don't-
if they know that they are in the spell, but they don't know who else is
Is
either in
in
the
or out.
spell or has failed. Only Arden will know if someone has succeeded or failed on the saving throw.
All right, real quick.
Okay, so even if
we're
we-
planning this meeting, what is that we need to know? Because my only thought is I want to know how to call off this riot, how to stop it from happening. I want to go.
Oh,
in there
I
and
have a
die.
plan for that. Yeah,
What
I
else
have
do
a
we
plan
need
for
from
that.
her? What
I
else do
want
you
to
want
know.
out of
I
her?
want to know who the cultists were talking to. What voice were they
Oh,
talking
I have a
to?
plan for that. I have a plan for all of that. Because we know her motivation.
All right, because I want to walk in there, ask how do I stop the riot, and if she's not, just want to pay and I'm willing to pay her 2 silver coins for that information.
No. You're willing to pay her 2 copper coins, sir. If you
I
don't
also
have
want
2
to.
copper coins,
I also want to know if she knows.
and I
If she
use
knows
minor
anything about.
illusions, 2 copper
If she
coins.
actually does know anything about those vampires that were at the coffin maker's shop.
That would be good to know. Arden, here's where I need you to help me sell the lie where you do not have to lie. We are going to fake the copper coins, which is why I need to be out of the radius.
Right.
But since you know the spell, you can say, you've told us. So, and you can also not lie and say, I've murdered people before in cold blood. Hell, I did it tonight.
And also, I can discreetly let you all
And
know
you can
if they failed their, or if they passed,
If
they're thank you, if they
I
made
can
their
use
made
message
the roll.
with you, and we can have a
Um,
private
I can-
conversation.
I can. Well, I was gonna say I could just use my thaumaturgy and just, or my mage hand, and just like tug the back of your shirt, or give you a tap. Is my mage hand visible? It's
Yours is
Yeah, yours is
visible.
visible.
my.
Roland's
Can
is
I
not.
feel things through my mage hand?
Okay.
You don't feel them specifically. Like it's sort of.
So if he
almost
were to touch my mage hand, would I know?
not like you wouldn't like if someone touched the mage hand. One, they wouldn't see the mage hand to touch unless you specifically made it visible. But no, like it wouldn't be like they touch the mage hand and it signals you. You're kind of commanding it, so you don't have like it's not a textile sort of
Hold on, let me see.
thing.
No, character sheet.
Well, I was originally thinking that I could, because I can cause tremors with my thaumaturgy, that I could possibly just like, vibrate your, like, a article of clothing, so that you could feel like the vibrations to know if like a lie detector.
So like put your mage hand in my pocket.
I don't even need the
Mage
I don't even
hand
need the
in
mage
my
hand. I just
pocket.
need the I just need to use my
Giggity.
thaumaturgy to just
Um,
Mike, does that sound right? I mean, if I like. from what I'm
well,
reading,
I mean, you still have to.
you can cause harmless tremors in the. I guess it says in the
Yeah,
ground for
but
1 minute.
your casting of thaumaturgy wouldn't be secret.
Oh, really?
It's a verbal component. You're like
you're right,
thaumaturgy.
Oh, you're right. It's verbal.
Then
Then yeah, I think it'd be better if I just
up with a code
cast
word.
cast my mage hand. And let me see how long it lasts.
Minute.
It lasts for a minute.
It lasts for a minute. It's
Oh,
invisible.
wait. Tanner, I need your
Or it's
cloak.
visible, but
Tanner, I need your cloak.
Oh,
Okay.
Mike, it says my mage hand says it appears in a point I choose within range. I could have it appear behind him, right?
yeah, you can.
But then I could
That's
just
why I
then
want to
that
borrow the cloak.
Then, yeah, well,
I can let you borrow the cloak.
Your mage hand might
I promise
also.
I'm not going to billow it. I'll leave you to the billowing. I just need a place to hide the mage hand.
yeah,
Your casting a mage hand is not going to be secret either.
yeah. We can cast that before we enter, so we would have 1 minute.
Okay.
Well, I also hold on. My mage hand, I can also make my butterflies hide in my shadow, so my mage hand can kind of come out of nowhere if I just make my shadow move along the
Oh,
floor.
no, because Arden's going to let me know if he's lying.
Oh, okay, got it.
Or if they passed the.
Yeah, so, we could do like 1 tap for truth, 2 taps for lie.
Okay, got it.
It's again,
And
I
then
don't
I have
necessarily know if it's
message.
a lie per se. I only know that they passed their save. They could still be like
Okay,
telling
yeah,
a
true.
version of the truth.
But then I have a whisper that only I can choose who hears, and I can make anybody else in the room. I can transmit that information.
Like, you could just say, like, did she pass?
Yeah.
And then you can answer him quietly. Like, you kind of, like...
Yeah.
It's
Like,
almost
if
like
she
you're like,
didn't
sub-mouthing the words. And, like, he
If
can
she
hear the
didn't
reply,
pass,
and you can keep it...
If she didn't pass, I will cast message, and then we can talk.
Yeah. When you cast message, is that verbal or do you can do that silently?
Message is a silent.
Then honestly, just ask me, and I'll just simply like give you a nod or
Well, no,
Well,
it's one
when he
turn,
casts
so I'm gonna have to-
message, like, he'll
Yeah.
cast message, he'll send you, like, hey, he could say, like, hey, did she pass? And when you answer him, your answer can be, like, secret.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
But
we'll
it's
just do that.
like,
But I can't constantly
you have to
keep it open.
yeah,
I see.
he has to keep casting it for your
So
conversation.
anytime you want me to cast it, use the mage hand, and I will then be like, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Think, like, you can reply, like, he can cast it as an action to say anything to anyone, and they can reply as part of that same action.
Okay.
And I think it would be best just for 2 of us to go inside with this plan. No offense to anybody else. I think it would
I
be
volunteer.
better as a small party.
Do you still
With
need
all
me
due
for
respect,
the cloak
Rail,
then?
I
Because that's
think
3.
You'd be better outside this room.
Rail, we need you out here in case someone does anything stupid outside, because that means there's fighting to do.
I'm just fucking
Yeah.
with you guys.
Yeah, I know you hate all this politics.
I mean, if you're going to do any sort of charisma-based thing, it's either Caleb, who is a charisma-based character, or Tanner, who has his wisdom modifier added to his charisma abilities.
Oh wait, we do want Caleb. Oh wait, I'll just use my mage hand on Caleb to let him know when he's getting a message, because mine's invisible. I'll just keep it on his shoulder. Wait, can I do both at the same time? Message and my... it doesn't matter. It'll disappear
Neither one
all
of them are concentration, so you can keep your mage hand up. It just...
Can we just start the interrogation, please?
Yeah, so...
Yeah, let us 3 go inside, and then just use the mage hand to, like, lead me to where my safe zone is for being less than truthful.
I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay.
At an area where, at the very least, Roland and Caleb are out of the area.
And that is a...
Is there room for me to also be out of the area, Mike? Since we don't necessarily see the room.
Yes.
Okay.
You could cast it as a way that it would do that. I thought I have... Oh, yeah. No.
Hey, Mike, I'm just going to use this room right here as an example. So, like, I could be in a corner.
No,
You know.
it's you cast it so that she's in it and you guys aren't. So she fails, and you know she fails.
Okay.
And she knows that this was cast, and that she's in it. Her sons are in it, but she tells them to shut up because they're idiots.
Yep.
So you know you're only going to be talking to her, and her sons are just going to defer to her because she is definitely the head of this family.
Is the daughter in here too?
Yeah, but she's kind of in the corner, just
Grooming herself.
like she's just being quiet and like not really saying anything.
Yeah. Is she in the zone of truth as well? Just out of curiosity.
Uh, she is,
Okay.
and she didn't even try to pass or fail, so she'll just be telling the truth if she answers anything.
Okay. I look at Caleb and I give him a nod. Caleb.
What do you want?
Caleb. Scott.
Oh, nope. He gone
Yeah,
somewhere.
he moved. His brain's not frozen.
Yeah, I see his eyes moving.
You there, Scott?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
So,
trying to get something for you.
so Lady Fiona's like, what do you want?
Well, first of all, thank you for your time.
I seem to have plenty tonight.
Well, some townsfolk might not, because we know that tomorrow morning, certain members of a certain cult led by a certain someone who may or may not be in this room take up arms and attempt to take power from the current structure and kill whoever they deem necessary to do it. And we'd like to stop that from happening.
I mean,
So,
none of the members of this cult, as you say, get any instructions directly from me.
We know that. That wasn't the question. We want to know what we can tell them to stop from rioting.
I don't know if there's anything that could be told to them. They are quite fanatical.
you don't think they take influence from a
They're hooked on
voice of some
fanatics.
kind?
They seem to take influence from a couple of different sources, but they aren't happy here in town, and a little nudge was all they sort of needed to find a different way.
But
And
any
would
of
you
those-
happen to know who these sources are?
I mean, there's different cells of them, and they probably
mean
talk
name.
to each other.
I mean, names, addresses. Do you have that information?
Oh, I don't deal with those sorts of details. They're just.
I'm going to message Arden. She pass or fail?
Oh, she knows she has to tell the truth, and she's telling truths.
She failed.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What happened
And
to
to
your husband?
your knowledge, there's nothing that could be done to call off this attack.
How do you create the voice that was speaking to the members of your little tea party in your basement? Becky told us about her. That voice. Tell us how you fabricated it.
I didn't fabricate anything.
Do
How
you
did your-
know where the cell houses are?
No. I mean, that would provide culpability.
How did your husband die?
That is something I honestly don't wish to share, but it was a while ago.
How did he die?
The way most people die. Just. He died. He was
Did
sick.
he run out of
He died.
money, perhaps?
Are you
Okay.
threatening me with something?
Not as of yet.
Who would want to threaten
offering
you,
you
Madam Wachter?
2
You're already
silver.
you're already
In
detained.
custody.
There's no need for threats.
I think.
I mean, we don't know for how long. Could be a week, a month.
Yes, that would. Well, you seem to be. You seem to know a little more than probably most of the average, but yes, me being behind here for too long of a time would be detrimental
Problematic.
for what's going on, and would be not something I would like. No.
Well, then perhaps you would like to return in time for certain things to take place.
Of course I would.
Then perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
But if they didn't, then I would be upset, of course, but...
Well, you're under arrest.
Well, gentlemen,
Under suspicion of starting a coup.
gentlemen, when you are dealing with a broker of sorts, sometimes you have to know when to walk away. And if they don't want to make a deal with us, then I suppose this is just all that we can do, and just walk away.
Well, I do have 2 more questions.
Oh, of course, definitely.
Were you involved with the vampire spawn over at the Coffin Maker?
Vampire spawn at the Coffin Maker. That's interesting. I didn't talk to any Coffin Maker about anything, and I didn't particularly send anyone to the Coffin Maker. Did I know about it? Maybe. But did I set it up? No.
And I have one last question. And I'm going to use Minor
the
Illusion
sons.
to cast 2 copper coins into my hand. Maybe a couple cents for your thoughts. Maybe 2.
Yes.
Is there any way we can stop this that you know of?
What has been set in motion has been set in motion, and maybe you will be able to stop it. Or maybe things will happen and I'll be out of this predicament quicker than anticipated. Well, shall wait and
Now,
see.
you see, if you were to assist us, and I just keep jangling the coins in my hand, just flipping them. One of us knows exactly what to do with these 2 coins and can assist you while you're behind bars.
I mean, if things happen a certain way tomorrow, good things good tidings would fall upon those that would help. I know.
Very vague book.
I know where you were earlier tonight, and though not...
We know you know.
And though not pleased, I'm honestly not that upset.
I tell her that her tea cakes were stale.
Yes.
Damn!
Hear it from outside the front door. This guy gets it.
You
Okay, he said
you
her-
see
he
like
said
a
he
little
gets
like
it.
twitch in her eye. It's like yes. And some like to overstay their welcome. But
Is there a window?
there are some small windows in the area. It's like they're not elaborate. Like there's windows.
I mean, like one I can open. Nothing too elaborate.
yeah, you could open a window.
I'm just gonna open up the window. Hey, Vrail, here's 2 copper. Go get a drink. And just have my
Bet.
illusion look like it, you know.
I start walking off to go get a drink.
You're gonna be really pissed off when you realize it's not real copper. And I
You,
close the window.
I
before
mean,
it gets pissed off.
as soon as the imaginary copper hits your hand, you see that it's just illusionary.
I still go get a drink. I have a reason to go get drinks now.
It's like, ugh, fuck it. I'm going
Fuck
to
it, I'm rich. I don't give a shit.
I grumble under my breath about how I was also thirsty.
Well, we all make our own decisions, and things.
Which of the sons? I'm gonna address the elder son that's there and say, well, Lord Voctor, I hope you managed, he's proved to be a better head of the household.
Huh? Ugh. They know better than to speak when I'm around.
Oh, I bet you they can find something really funny.
Who are you casting that on?
You know exactly what I'm casting, don't you?
Yeah, I see it in the thing. Who are you casting it
Oh.
on?
I was looking at it. I just meant to look at it first. I was expanding it. Apparently, I cast it instead.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. I was reading it. You know what? I'm gonna cast it on the daughter.
I gotta see what the hell are.
Yeah, make Mike do work.
Make me look up what her stats are.
Yeah.
Oh,
make
look,
Mike
they're
look
10
up what
across
our
the
stats
board.
are.
Okay, got it.
After prepping for Storm Kings, I see how annoying that is too.
All right. What's your DC save? Is it 13?
I think so, because my wisdom ain't exactly where my stats are.
Okay. She. Oh, yeah, I GM rolls on.
Um,
So you see Stella in the corner, just kind of.
my wisdom's sorry, 12.
As she starts just giggling uncontrollably.
Nice.
And she falls prone, just laughing. So she laughs for about 6 seconds, and let's see, she makes another. Yeah, she's still laughing.
Good.
And I'm going to keep holding concentration.
Good.
I mean, she looks at you and she says, "Stop. Make a wisdom saving throw." And you stop concentration
Ow.
on the spell.
Now you understand that we are serious, Madam Ava. We would rather help your daughter with her giggles.
Oh, she stopped giggling.
Yeah, I know. I'm playing it off as if that was intentional.
He stopped because I told him to.
Okay, I just, under my breath, turned to, it's like, okay, guys, we just threatened to kill her husband and she didn't bat an eye. Why did you think tickling her daughter would make a difference?
I mean, she reacted way more to that, to be fair.
Yeah, she reacted more with the daughter.
We know, we already were.
I mean, if you're going to try to get to me by, loosely say, torture my young daughter who's not well in the head already, who's really the hero here?
None of us claim to be heroes.
I never claimed to be a hero.
Hold on,
of
I walk
anything,
up. I walk up to her, and I walk right up to her face, and I say, "Who said anything about heroes?"
Yes. Well, we're all sort of heroes in our own story, aren't we? But
You don't know my story.
No,
nor do I
I've done
want
too
to.
much murder to be a hero.
But
Fuck her up, Arden.
things have been put into motion tonight. Are you going to continue to talk to me, or are you going to try to stop it? I mean, the destiny of this town can go one of two ways tomorrow.
Are you saying those two destinies are either the Burgermeisters or, excuse me, the lackeys or the Wachters?
That's what I'm thinking. But
And
maybe
what
you
if
can figure out a third way.
Dude, anime destiny. We pick the third option.
well, I see a third door
And
in
what
which
is
there
that?
are no Wachters or Velaki.
Well, that's an interesting choice now, isn't it? It'd be wonderful to see what happens then.
Nature abhors a vacuum. I'm sure that it'll sort itself out well enough.
I'm
Listen, looking at this estate, she wouldn't know anything about vacuums. Oh,
what are you rolling insight on?
Just to be like, what the fuck is that third way? What are you talking?
I mean,
Caleb's rolling inside on our own party because he's like, what the fuck?
What is going on?
the obvious third way is that neither side wins. But it's just like both sides are destroyed. But to her, she sees that either this is going to happen and she wins, or it doesn't happen, but she's not that tied to the cult. She feels that that this is just a minor inconvenience for her.
There's culty shit in your basement. You will stay in this cell for at least 14 days.
I see what you're threatening me with.
Good, because I was seriously starting to
We
doubt
were
that you
threatening you
understood
with
basic
anything.
English.
And
God damn.
yes, I
I guess your boys got
The
their wits from the other
Burgermeister is
side.
the one who has you under arrest. We
Yes.
just know how we can help you if you help us.
Because it's hard to stay under arrest for inciting a riot if a riot doesn't happen.
I'm not inciting anything. I'm just sitting back and watching the pieces fall.
Yeah.
This festival is going to be a disaster tomorrow, one way
Would
or
you
another.
say, Madam Ava, if you
Lady
line-
Wachter,
what'd I say? Is she
Madam
not
Ava.
Is she not her name? Not Ava?
No, it's
I thought it was
Fiona.
Wachter. Oh,
It's Fiona
whatever.
Wachter.
All right, Lady Wachter.
Lady Fiona Wachter.
Lady Wachter, if you set up multiple dominoes in a row and you tap one, falling into the other, are you saying that that first domino does not incite the rest to fall?
What I've said is the first domino. To go along with your metaphor, the first domino's already been pushed. We're just watching.
And who pushed it, Lady Wachter?
I did not push the first domino.
Which domino did you push?
I pushed none.
But you know who pushed any.
Yes. But it was not me.
All right.
Shit.
Well,
Dude, I'm tired of
guess
this
old
lady.
Betty's just too stubborn to.
None of these cultists ever heard anything from me. I mean, they apparently were meeting in my basement.
Well, why don't I go double check and maybe I'll swing by the other rooms
if-
and see if there's any loose change that someone forgot to put away.
Apparently, meeting in your basement. You knew they were meeting in your basement. Otherwise, you've already admitted you knew I was in your basement. Why would you suddenly decide to check on the basement after we entered and not while they were doing their thing? You were harboring the cultists, so that still makes you an accomplice.
I mean, I was harboring a meeting of some people in my basement. Who may have been cultists, or just may have been neighbors that,
All right. I'm thinking I'm just gonna leave and
They weren't
go
your neighbors.
kill her husband on my way home, and then get a full long rest at the tavern.
He's already dead. You can't kill him again.
All right,
We'll just
I'm
make
gonna-
him dead.
I'm just gonna take the coins and put them away in a coin purse.
We already did. Rail's going to go spend them on mead right now.
it may not be the best of choices, but those are the choices we make.
You know, dude. Yeah, no, fuck, dude. Her and her riddles, her Cheshire Cat
So
bullshit.
what you're
I-
saying is,
I turn around
if your
and I walk
husband
out,
starts
and I walk out the door.
saying
And I
something
and I
even
say,
worse
Lady
may happen with
Wachter,
your body?
before I leave the door, I turn. I say, Lady Wachter, I'll see you after the festival. And I walk out.
God,
Yeah,
are those gonna be?
what
Are those
he
gonna be
said.
famous
And I
last
storm
words
off
by
after him.
Arden?
I'm sure I'll have plenty of words prior to my death, but I'm not saying that that's that line isn't ominous.
The old Biddy wants this ride to happen, so it's gonna fucking happen, won't it?
Dude, she's going full misery business on us.
Shoot.
I walk out.
She's dating our ex?
No, it's from the Alchemist name, right?
Isn't that what the song
Arden,
was
I'm
about?
done here. It's obvious we're not going to accomplish anything.
Yeah.
join Braille for
Find
that drink.
Braille. I know. I'm gonna go find Braille. I need a drink too.
All right, so I'm
Hey,
gonna.
hey, Tanner, wait up.
Are you guys heading back to the inn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Is anyone? I want to kill this old bitch's husband out of spite. So
No,
might make
I
a
think we
detour.
need to rest. There's a fight, and we're going to need everything we have to either leave the town or join the fight.
This
I
fight.
want to talk to Irwin,
Erwin.
whatever his name is. Irwin.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk to Irwin.
Oh yes. Hey, what's up? Tanner.
Irwin, I hate to bring this.
I'm directly
to
at
you.
the bar and I'm already like a couple pitchers deep.
I hate to bring this to you, Irwin, but
I walk over and I take a giant swig.
The more the merrier.
He tries to say it a
Yay.
third time.
Thanks, bro.
When he sets it down, I just use my mage hand and just bring it over to the table and just take a
So,
swig.
so
using the
Tanner,
mage
what are you saying?
Well, I need another.
One more here.
hand. And then I return his drink after my swig. So it magically just reappears.
Okay, let him say his piece. Let him talk to the barkeeper. All right, what you got?
Irwin, I hate to bring this tonight. I hate to bring this to you tonight, but it appears that the two largest powers within this town are going to come to a head tomorrow. And I don't quite know how, but I know that you are hiding something important. I know you know something or can do more than you would let on. Your family is too extraordinarily unextraordinary to not have more than meets my eye. So you don't have to tell me what it is. I don't need information.
I do.
But I want you to think about your family and think about the fate of this town and what kind of world you would like your children to be a part of. And if you have any say so if you can provide any level of assistance to us or the side of your family's survival within the next 24 hours.
What?
This is not a threat, but I think your family could potentially be in danger, and I think this is me begging you that if there's anything you can offer, to please do so for your family's sake, because I think something is going to happen tomorrow, and you've been very kind to us.
What do you think's going to happen tomorrow?
You
We
remember
know.
that cult you heard rumor of?
Oh, yes.
We found it. Part
They're
of it.
here. They're here.
They're
And they're
about to start a
seated.
riot tomorrow in town,
They're well seated. They'll be starting a riot during the festival.
and they're armed.
We've tried our best to stop it, but I don't know if anything we've done will prevent this from occurring.
Listen, I have a couple of potions that may help.
Listen. No. When I say assistance, I don't mean like you don't. I'm not asking for anything. I think that a couple of potions
Keep your
would be
family safe.
yes. Like if you
They-
can provide anything, do not provide it for the aid of us. Provide it for the aid of your family and the safety of the place for which you wish to call sanctuary.
My family is tougher than you may think, and if things go
I'm aware-
south,
No. I just told you I know you have a secret, so I
Yeah.
know
Let him speak,
your
man. Let him
family is
speak.
tougher. I know
We-
they are tougher than I think.
if things go bad, we will be able to escape without worry.
Okay.
My ears pick up and I walk over and I say, Master Irwin, I beg of you, how do you mean you would escape?
We can be very inconspicuous in our leaving, if needed.
I'm going to use message to the man and just go secret tunnel.
He doesn't answer.
Secret tunnel.
Uh,
'Cause I look at
we
Master
have our secrets.
I look at Master Irwin and I say, I respect your secrets, sir. I don't mean to pry.
I look at Erwin and I say, I've changed my mind. I do want something.
What do you need?
Should we stay and provide aid? I wish for you to view us as compatriots and let us in on something greater than ourselves. I know you have whatever that may be.
If this is as bad as you kind of say it's going to be, there
I hope that I'm
needs
not.
to be a decisive decision when this goes down tomorrow as to it looks like it's going to be a play for power, and if it goes unchecked, it could go for a while before something really is decided.
No, this needs to be stopped immediately. I think a drawn out conflict would lead to potentially the ruin of this town.
We've seen your group is much stronger than a lot of the average people that's sort of fighting this, but
I flash my signet and say, I am a noir.
Arden rolls.
Can I roll insight to see if he knows anything about the Noir family?
Oh yeah, he can roll insight on that.
Oh yeah. Let me crit so you can turn me down, baby.
Yeah, he has no idea who the Noir family is.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
But he kind of goes along with it. He's like, "Oh, yes, of course."
Okay.
And you know he's like he's blowing smoke up your ass for that one.
Yeah.
But
I take it.
You probably have the ability to shape the destiny of where this city will go through the events of what looks like tomorrow. you probably need to decide which side of the fence you're going to be on, or
Which side would you be? Which side would you be on?
neither side is good.
Well, we
got that
have
far.
come to a similar conclusion.
It's
Which
not,
side should we appear? Which side would you recommend to give appearances on, even if we don't agree with either?
I mean, as you've seen, for the burgomaster to still be in charge, it will continue to be a very authoritarian regime with these ridiculous festivals happening every week. Who knows how bad his son will be when he apparently takes over for whatever. But if Lady Watcher takes over, the town could be more free, but would also be much more closely aligned with Strahd, who there are many that for some of us we oppose, but who knows what more aligned with Strahd would actually mean for the city itself.
So basically, this is a matter of would we rather side with the atrocities of man or the atrocities of monsters?
Yes, either.
Out of curiosity, if, say, the Wachter family were to perish and the Valaki family were to have
An accident.
no father or son, what would happen then?
That's a good question. I don't know if there are any families in town that have the sort of immediate political clout that would rise to power from that. I mean, the Valakis have been in charge since really the Valakovich family has been in charge since the founding of the city itself. And the Wachters have been around for almost as long. There are a couple other families here that would potentially rise to power from this.
Wachter said there's a third door under the zone of truth. So what the fuck was she getting at?
I mean, she might have
Caleb.
been.
I said that there's a third door.
No.
That was me saying that.
She
they
didn't
both died.
also say third thing.
No,
Okay.
she was
No, that was
confident
me.
in two doors.
I
Steven
said third
said,
door.
"No, there's a third door over there," and she said, "I don't see it." And he said, "It's right behind the ficus." And she said, "Oh, the plant leaf was blocking the door handle. Like I thought it was part of the wall."
Intelligence of 8. I have an
That
intelligence
is
of 8. So
Tanner. I didn't know you were in the room watching. You were
I
there.
could hear through. I could hear through the window.
Oh, okay.
There's-
Okay.
It was a butterfly. You weren't paying attention.
There are potential families that may be able to rise to power. I don't know how long that would take or which one would win out. Strahd could
Or even
decide,
how long it would last.
Yeah, Strahd
Irvin,
could
would
decide to.
Would you make a move for mayor, or would you rather stay as
No.
innkeeper?
This is.
Well, then,
the
if
sort
I
of
may
life-
say, sir, because I like you and your family, you've been very kind to us and helpful. I don't give a flying fuck who is the mayor of this family. What I want to do is help you as best we can, and we still have to go and have not forgotten about the winery that you have asked us to go by.
Yeah, I think at this point I care
At least
more
his
about.
worries right
if
now with
we-
a riot that could possibly ruin his patronage.
I think.
If
if both families, whatever happens, the immediate impact would probably be fairly calm. But the long term, who knows?
What I'm
you
getting
have-
at, Irvin and Tanner, please hold for a moment. Whatever happens tomorrow, we may not be very welcome in this town. How will we get you your wine? Is there any way that we could get it to you if we are not welcome back in this town?
We'll make sure that people would be there to meet you before the need of coming back into town. So right outside of town, and
So long as
We can
we're-
make that happen.
So long as we have the understanding, Irvin, that you know that we are still on your side.
I appreciate that. And
Thank you.
I think
Tanner, I
you'd-
apologize for holding you back.
I also recommend you bar any doors you have before going to bed.
it will like after
We'll be
after
here
the
tonight
people
at the
leave
boat,
for the
alright.
morning, we will make sure that we are secure before the festival. We're also
Actually, a
far enough
question.
away from that sort of part of town to
Area.
where that sort of ruckus won't quite get to us so easily.
Out of curiosity, do you have any new guests besides ourselves that are suspicious?
No, do not.
Ah,
Where's Rictavio?
probably in his room.
He did sort of say he was going to be gone for a little bit. He sort of left his room. He's not.
I see. Okay.
I know
looked
he
like he was
had
in his room,
his circus wagon in the like stored in the by the shops and such. He might have. Excuse me. He might have taken that already with him for wherever he's going for the next couple of days.
Classic Rictavio.
He knew and didn't tell us. He lied again.
Classic Rictavio.
Well, he said he was going to go somewhere, so.
That's true. He's off to Rictavio.
Yeah, but he didn't
Tower.
say why, and he wouldn't want to talk about it either.
Let's see.
He's
Aside
off
from
to
the
Rick-
stories that he would sort of tell, he kind of kept to himself.
He's off to Rictavio.
I know that he wasn't necessarily alone in the. Like, he was not the. I think there was something else in the trailer.
Oh yeah.
Was it a monkey?
Yeah.
It was not a monkey.
Yeah. That was my question.
It might have been. I mean, I think it was much larger than a monkey.
Perhaps an ape.
Gorilla.
Maybe another person or something else. I don't know.
How long ago do you think he left?
Probably earlier this morning.
Oh, never mind.
Maybe it was one of those puppets from Blinsky's.
It wasn't small.
Okay, well he
It
makes
was a life-size puppet.
Yeah. Is no Blinsky is no fun. Don't you even know the big toy shop in your town?
That's the campaign slogan.
Yes. I do thank you for the warning, though.
Gentlemen.
We will be more cautious than normal.
Gentlemen, I think we should retire because no matter what happens, I don't know about you, but I want to make sure that whatever I wish to do in the morning is available.
I concur.
So, yeah, we confirmed that the old bitch wants a
I'm still drinking.
start, and that's what we'll be dealing with. All I can say is that we've definitely burned down one bridge, so I think that leaves us the other.
Wait. We should come up. How will, by the way, if we were to be met by someone out of town, would we know it was your guys or not someone trying to steal wine?
You would know it's them.
Should we have like a should we make a code phrase?
I mean, it
Roll,
would-
Tanner. We have a magic bird.
We have a magic bird and a magic.
They don't have a magic bird.
No, but we
Here,
have.
bro. Okay,
paper
I've
that
got
can
a
send
magic
messages.
bird, and he holds up his middle finger.
you
Braille,
will know it's
I love
from
you.
me. It would probably be me.
Okay.
I would probably meet you if you weren't around. If you weren't
Speaking of
around.
magic
Guys, it's gonna
bird.
be me. It's just calm down.
It's like, it'll be me. Like, I'm trying to be mysterious here. It's just gonna be fucking me, okay? Just calm your
Fucking
tits.
bird, guys. It's fine.
It's gonna be.
It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be May.
Speaking of my magic bird, Hedwig, I need you to patrol the town and come back to me if shit starts going sideways before we're awake.
How do you want Hedwig to patrol the town at night?
It's an owl.
Like looking for anything
Why?
in particular, like what would trigger it to?
Well, we've seen the cloaks they're gonna wear in the one house. So if it
Okay.
sees anybody wandering with those cloaks,
So if it
Oh, do
sees
they have a
anyone with-
uniform?
anyone with like the cloaks that like the cult that you saw the cultists wear.
If they have a cultist jersey, they're on the opposite team.
yeah, if we see them,
Yeah, we're skins. They're cultists.
There's skins and cultists.
if
We're
it sees
skins.
them-
Braille takes off his shirt in the middle of the bar.
See, Braille's like, all right, skins it is.
Roland's already ready.
Dude, I didn't realize
No,
that
I
Roland
don't
was
need much
just
sleep
battle
tonight.
ready this whole time.
Your next character should definitely be a barbarian, not wearing armor, dex and constitution was your
wait.
AC.
That's so funny.
I gotta go to this staircase to get to where I want to go.
All right.
That or be a
All right,
monk.
well,
You're
all right.
wasting dex.
Is it long rest time?
It's long
Yeah.
rest time.
It's long rest
Mike,
time.
I'm gonna open up this window so my bird can just go straight to me.
Okay, yeah.
Braille
Alright.
stumbles back to his room.
Oh yeah, Rictavio is
Good night, everyone.
not today.
That was the best one, Caleb.
Night.